Hi everyone, welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. Elizabeth Greenberg has joined us. As you know, she is a director of exhibitions with the Coastal Discovery Museum, and she's here to talk about a debut exhibition tomorrow, which would be October the 16th, with the reception on the 17th. It's really interesting. It is called This Is Not Aldwyth in Retrospect. South Carolina, actually, Aldwyth. It lives in Hilton Head and has since 1967. A very unique artist.
Yes.
And you were able to bring this exhibition to Hilton Head. And let's hear all about it.
Yeah, so we're super excited. So this is a huge retrospective on Aldwyth. And this show was done by Mark Sloan, a consulting curator. He's known her for many years and been a champion of her work. So he wanted to do, one big final retrospective because she is 88 years old. Yes. So her body of work exists. And it started at the Gregg Museum at NC State and then went to the Greenville County Museum of Art. It was there over the summer. Yes. And now it's coming here. So when I found out about the exhibition, I had been interested in her work and wanted to do an exhibition of her work. And then I found out that this one was already in process. So I was put in touch with Mark and begged him to have it finished on Hilton Head. And so we were able to bring it here.
It's very exciting.
We're very excited.
And we'll be here until March of 2025, actually. But she is a very, I would say, eccentric artist. So tell us about her.
Yeah, I use the word unique, and then people will say to me, well, every artist is unique. And I'm like, no, she's like a little more unique.
She didn't want to be part of the establishment, the art world.
She's sort of kept herself separate from the art world. She has exhibited. She has had a few big solo shows and has occasionally submitted work for different, for residencies. She's had a series of good residencies, but she has largely kept herself kind of out, like not reaching out to curators, not submitting work to prizes, things like that. So because she sort of doesn't care, I think, her passion is making the work, and she has been deeply involved in that. And if people understand her work, great. And if people don't,
then
so what? That's not why she's making it.
So she's a painter, but she also does collages.
Yes, she actually stopped painting at a certain point. So, but her early work was by and large painting. That was her first sort of art passion. And then in, I think, sort of the late 80s and into the 90s, she started to switch to collage and bricolage, which is kind of, think of it as 3D collage, where she's gathering bits and pieces of things and found objects and putting them together into a collage like 3D structure. So she has this remarkable piece in the show. I don't like to play favorites, but it's certainly one of my favorites in the show, and it's called Cigar Box Encyclopedia. And so she did a cigar box, like collaged on cigar boxes, one letter for each cigar box, A through Z. And when you look at these things, they are incredible. So we have those. I'm so excited.
And you said you just spend hours just looking at her different pieces because they kind of draw you in because they're so intriguing.
They really are. Especially like the really large collage that she's done, and we have a few of those works in the show. You can really go up and you certainly could spend hours. And I had the experience the other day of installing one of the big works. So being up high to install the top edge of it and seeing the top border, which I couldn't really see when I saw the show in Greenville, and seeing all the things in the top border, and it was fascinating. So, it's incredible.
Now there's a book that she has signed, so that will be available. Again, the reception is going to be on Thursday the 17th.
Yes.
She will be there. She's 88 years old.
Yes. And Mark will give a curator's tour at 4 p.m. This is the one time he's giving a tour because he's in town. He doesn't live here.
Right.
So that's certainly worth coming to. And then the reception part is from 5 to 7. We do have this wonderful book book that Mark did for the show. It's incredible. It's beautifully produced.
Beautiful.
And then Aldwyth signed several copies for us yesterday.
Very
actually.
good. And in 2025, there's a documentary PBS did, and you all will be showing that
Yes,
as
so
well.
on February 11th, we'll be bringing the filmmaker, and we have some other events, which I'll come back and talk about on another show.
Perfect. Good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for being with us. Again, it is called This Is Not Aldwyth in Retrospect at the Coastal Discovery Museum beginning October 16th. Thanks.